Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there to tackle him at the 11-yard line. The Jaguars' offense starts in less than ideal field position off that poor return. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year. And I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
To the air, it's Pierce. Quick throw to the left side. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid game.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
He hands it off from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Brought down quickly, but it's a big game through the air. Spot the ball at the 45. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. A quick juke. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field.
Illegal flag. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Jaguars look to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Pierce. Snags the quick throw. And he's tackled after the catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
So second down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Graham down the middle. It's Silva. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
Here we go on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And the runner takes off to his right.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Caught quickly. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The Huskers will have to kick it away.
Number 15 in punt formation to kick it away.
When he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Looking downfield, it's Pierce. It's going to be a loss on the play. 4th out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Second down play coming up for this offense. Ending off on the draw play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound.
The ball is picked off.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Short connection to the tight end here.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Quick spin on the run. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
That is a 1st down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Cornhuskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Cornhuskers are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
On third down, it's a handoff. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Now, fourth down. That's the end of the first.
We reach the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the second quarter of this playoff game. They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
And the Huskers looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This quarterback on fire today. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're going to run it. Gets free now, heads into the secondary. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he's got it again. Breaking tackles.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looking to scramble. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He fires this throw and is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully it's...
Down he goes, a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. To the air, it's Pierce. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. And the Jaguars will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Making people miss. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
The guys up front line up. It's first down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The Huskers with first and 10 here.
Well, this is called settling down in a zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability.
Caught near the goal line. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
Well, it's really a pretty simple thing here by this quarterback. He sees press man on the outside, so he sends his receiver on a go route, and he hits him in perfect stride for a nice gain downfield. And to be honest, Chris, this is a matchup, I'm sure.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
14, South Alabama, 0.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And they've got the returner corralled. Jaguars offense back on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And they'll run it with the draw play. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. And the Jaguars will have to kick this away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And looking to throw now on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complete.
And the pressure gets to him again. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Cornhuskers will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Here's the second down play. Looking to pass. It's Pierce. And this pass is caught, and it works. The first down to the 35. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the completion made. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Silva. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? And it falls incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So about 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a strong stiff arm. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out. He'll take a deep shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play. So we'll check that out. You don't see that called too often, but you see it called here. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Back to throw. It's Pierce. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He's got it inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kurt for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Cornhuskers will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's got it. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Looking to throw it again. He's going to take another shot right here. Catch made down inside the 10. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And the Sox were able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
It's QB sneak. Touchdown, Huskers. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker. The Jaguars come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll give it to the back, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Pierce. And he lofts it deep over the middle. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the Jaguars will have to punt this one away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game picking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Handoff to the single back. He's brought down out at the 46.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle, but 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Using a strong stiff arm. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And the Huskers pick up enough for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Gain of 2. Second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking for the wide out. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Well, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And the PAT is good. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Jaguars offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. He's moving out of the pocket now. And they get him down, but that's a solid game here to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. And with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Now it's second down here. Back to pass. It's Pierce. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he lofts one deep over the middle. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Handed off for a draw. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff in a single back formation. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
Touchdown, Nebraska. And the route is on.
You talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? The quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over on top of everybody for the touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Now they get set to kick it away.
South Alabama, 7.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The big tackle at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. To throw, it's Pierce. Lets it go quickly, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is on target. Caught. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to throw yet again. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Great move in the open field.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
The South Alabama offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
To throw, it's Pierce. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here's the handoff. Brought down crosses midfield to the 46.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And that is no good. That's just a minor blip there in what's been a thoroughly one-sided dominance. The Jaguars' offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back.
Get set, get set.
Dropping back, it's Pierce. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Critical third down play for this offense right here.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain. The Jaguars will line up on first and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.